Have you another idea how to make? I have, this is my suggestion. Huh? It is not compulsory. You can select your way or choose your way of ice breaking with your student. It is a way. I am showing you a way how to ice break with your student. Now I will make a link for this forum. This is a forum. Okay. I have to copy the link directly here. Control C. And I will come back to the start here page. And I will make direct link to the icebreaker here. I will make edit here. Edit. And this link, I will select this one and insert add a link. Insert add a link. This is the URL. And save. And submit. Now the student can directly go to the link here. When he click, he will go to and post his BIOS, for example. He will post his BIOS. Okay, guys, this is the start here page. This is my start here page. I have start here. Then we will move to the course guide. Okay. I will open the presentation again. I will open the presentation. I think we were at this slide. I think course overview now. We finished the welcome message. Now we will go to course overview. And the goal of course overview is it gives the student an idea of their course will be. It stimulates the student and rises up their motivation. And this one, it includes general purpose of the course, a summary of the course and the topics included, strategies used for teaching the course, how the course is related to real life. And course tour. The goal of course tours is clarify the course list so students will become familiar with each component in the course and capable of recognizing the content of each of the links they may find. Provide a brief explanation of each of the link. How to add, we have seen how to add a link also. Focus on what really matters for the student because this component is written from the student perspective. Student guide, it clarified the next step for student and how they can proceed in the course. Its value come from the fact it shows the student their learning curve. Suggestion, what of the best practices here is to write the content as direct instruction or imperative. The icebreaker, we have seen the icebreaker now. I have shown you, present you two icebreakers, two type of one. The first one, it was honesty declaration, and the second one was the posture BIOS. This is the technique that we need. Okay. Now, the course guide. The course guide, we can add course description, course instructor, course calendar, learning resources, and course guideline. It is important, the course description, The goal of course description, it shows the student the academic information of the course. It includes course titles and a brief description. Try to write measurable learning objectives for the course that reflect learners' perspective. Include the course accredited hour and its prerequisite, the course textbook and additional resources. Course calendar. In the course calendar, it shows necessary date and makes students more aware, ready for the course time plan, and inform them what will be accomplished and when. Suggestion, prepare a table where every row in it expresses a week. Then we will arrange our teaching or our syllabus week by week. It's necessary to include the required duties, assignment, and assessment every week. We suggest attaching the subject and objectives that will be accomplished during each week. Change font of color of exam day and assignment. You make the exam day and assignment in different color and font. The course resources, it shows the course resources and references which will be used by the faculty member. You can include the resources in a table. Distinguish between what is mandatory and what is optional. It's recommended to include several optional resources, add new resources. The course instructor, the goal of a course instructor, it helps students be suitable means to communicate with the faculty member. And suggestion, provide a brief description about you and your interests. State your favorite communication means. Mention your office hours and the location of your office. Include this information in a table. The goal of course guideline, it clarifies the expected behavior of both student and the faculty member and their impact. State the expected behavior of the students, scientific integrity and cheating, as I have showed you. Now, I put it as a forum for the scientific integrity and cheating. Policy of dealing with late assignment, retreating the course without being subjected to procedural penalty, communication and online interaction decency. The same. Okay, now I will move now to show you the course. Okay, course guide. This is the course guide page. You will start with the course description, as I have told you. This is the course description, an example of course description. You will put it as a table here. You will start with the course title and the course code. Course overview. For example, students who successfully complete this course will become familiar with the general concept of computer science, gain understanding of general concept of programming, obtain a solid foundation in the use of MATLAB, etc. And course learning objectives. It should be measurable. And the course aims to acquaint the student the concept principle of MATLAB programming language, to enable students to write simple program in MATLAB, to provide students with the skills that a student will need to do a real-world programming, to enable the student to write some simple modern computer application, such as simulation, modeling, and numerical methods. Course credit hour, you should mention that, 3 hours. Prerequisite, and the textbook you are using. This is for the course description. Now, this is the syllabus or the schedule, how you will deliver your lessons week by week. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And you will mention each lesson and the date, number of the week and the date, and the title of each lesson. Here you can mention in different color the assessment date. For example, here in week 4, there will be quiz 1. And in week 5, there will be a quiz 2. And here, first midterm exam in week 7, quiz 3, week 9, quiz 4, week 10, and second midterm exam in week 12. Quiz 5, and we have lab test also, for example, in week 13. This is an additional resources. You can add an additional reference. It is optional. It will not be mandatory. You can add the references here. And for example, I have our website also for a reference that can help the student. Now, I have to mention the grading policy here. And the minimum achievement a learner should get in order to pass the course. Also, the attendance policy should be clarified here. The grading policy should include also the grading criteria. For example, grading criteria for assessing items, assignment, quizzes, lab projects, midterm exam, final exam, etc. For example, here I have attendance, and I have 2 points for the attendance, and this is the weight. Quizzes, I have 5 quizzes and 10 points. I have lab activities, 8 points. I have midterm exam, 30 points, and final exam, 50 points. This is the grading policies that you should mention and be clearly for your student. Should be clear for your student. And email policy, how to communicate with your student. You should mention that. And the technical skills maybe the student need to perform or to achieve in his course. And this is the course instructor, the instructor information, his name, the instructor information. And this is the number of the office, location, office hour for this course. He put a specific hour for this course, office hour. And if there is a comp lab, he should mention the lab room, lab location, and the email. I prefer not to give your own email to your student. Otherwise, you will be overwhelmed with their emails. It is better to use what we call course messages here. The course messages here, it is a special email system that provided by Blackboard that you can use it. Okay. And you can write something about you here, your education, your qualifications. Okay. Any question for, I think I have gone through.